Hi there and welcome to Gypsy Energy Tarot. I'm Vic and I'm an intuitive tarot reader. I am doing tarot readings for every star sign for each month of the year. I am on to Taurus for July 2026. Please take what resonates. It is a general star sign reading, so it may not all resonate, but please take what does and leave what doesn't. I'll pull you an angel message and also a synchronicity card, and I'll let you know any messages or guidance that does come through too. Okay, so let's pull, not all of those, let's pull 4 cards for Taurus for July 2026 please. So Taurus, July 2026. It's 2 minutes to come out. I have 4 cards for Taurus 2026 for July. I'm going to take the top one. There's a lot that's turned there. Maybe that one. July 2026. I don't know where I draw to that one as well. A lot more came out of the normal, so give and take the weeks, how they might cross over. Okay, so your current overall energy for July, Taurus, is something to do with, so you've got the 6 of Cups. So I always feel like this is something to do with it's a nostalgic sort of feel, like something in the past or something to do with an emotional, it brings up an emotional feeling towards home, or it's always like, to me, I don't know why, it always like feels like the European card. When I learned how to do tarot, this is how we kind of presented it. It kind of presented itself to like European, so I don't know if that resonates with you. Like European, but it's something like nostalgic, something to do with like brings back memories, or something to do with home. In July, that's what I'm getting. So it's saying the first week in July, you are at the very end of something you've been working towards. So it feels like you're carrying and things are getting really, really hard. Things that you're working towards feels like sometimes it's never going to end, you're never going to reach that goal. But I do feel like you're so near, because the second week in July, you're getting an emotional offering. So something you've been wanting to do, or something you would be a dream for you to do, is there's an emotional offer being presented to you. So that could be regarding, it could be linked to this, but it also could be linked to something you've been working so hard to achieve. What you say in mid-July, there's something you're walking away from, something that from an outside point of view probably wouldn't make sense to other people. So you've got 8 of Cups, so it's kind of you moving on and forward, and I always think that comes across like, as you can see, all the cups are upright. There's nothing wrong with them. They're not spilt. They're not like knocked over. So I always think it doesn't make sense to other people, but it doesn't always have to. It doesn't have to make, what you decide to do with your life doesn't have to make sense to your friends or your family or whoever. You're walking away and moving on to something else, even though everything's fine in your current situation. So it's like there's something you want to move towards, and I don't know if this is something you've been wanting to do or working towards, but it makes sense to you and you know why you're doing that. Maybe there's a goal that you are heading towards, that to reach that goal you've got to leave everything behind, and it, like I said, there's nothing wrong with anything, it just doesn't align with you anymore, and that's not part of your goal. So that's like the mid-July, I'd say. The back end of July, there is a very strong air sign. So your air sign and male figure in your life, I feel like this could be somebody around you or somebody you look up to for guidance and support. It could be somebody you you're going to, because I feel like because this is moving away, you could be going to see. Who's the air sign male around you? Doesn't have to be a male, but I feel like it is. There's a male air sign that I feel like plays a big part in this role, or there could be a male air sign that's giving you an offering of a slow, I'm not going to say it's a large amount of money, or it's not going to be coming fast. It's like a slow energy. So a new offering, maybe to do with an air sign male, that's going to give you an offering of money regarding your money. It could be a new opportunity, like something you've moved away from, maybe a job that you've moved away from, that there was nothing wrong, but it just didn't align with you anymore. Yeah, sit with that for a moment. Let me just see what the synchronicity cards are saying. I do feel like there's a male. So also for the emotional, I'm getting either a water sign male, which is like a Cancer, Scorpio, stuff, star signs like that, or an air sign male around you. There's a lot of offerings, a lot of male dominant energy around this month. So if there's a lot of people around you that you do turn to for support or guidance, I feel like it's coming through strongly. Maybe that's the people you should turn to if there's something you're unsure about. Let me get a synchronicity card for Taurus. Yeah, there's definitely like a water sign male offering you something at the beginning of July. And I don't know if they're offering it and you're choosing not to take it and you're walking away, or you're taking it and going with it and leaving what doesn't resonate with you. Let me see what these cards are saying. Imagination. So there might be something, silence. And I need to see that. I need to look at that, so I need to tell you. So there's spiritual guidance. So if you feel like the bird presents itself on this picture, so it doesn't have to be a bird, but I feel like if you feel like you're getting spiritual guidance from somebody, it could be an animal. I feel like there is probably a sign you get from a bird, how that resonates. There's a bird, or it could be these people, these guidance of like spiritual guidance from a male figure, a water sign in your life. But I feel like if your bird represents something to you, maybe it's, you kind of use it as a sign. Please show me a sign, universe, of a bird if this is the right opportunity for me, just an example. Silence. So I don't know if you're keeping silent about something, or you feel like you've gone a little bit within yourself. Sometimes people do that when they're a bit unsure which way to go, or they've got a lot of stuff on their mind and you're kind of being silent, or it's saying keep this to yourself until stuff unfolds. And imagination. I feel like you've got a strong imagination of where you're heading and what you want to do. So if this is an imagination, if this is, I'm taking it back to something that feels familiar, something that feels like home, I feel like that's how this resonates, or you've got a strong imagination of where your goals are going. Let me pull you an angel message. Let me see how all this kind of ties in. Okay, kind of angel message for Taurus for July, please. Angel message for Taurus for July. The power of a prayer. Okay, so there's something that you have been wanting to manifest. It's funny, this card came out on the last reading I did for Pisces. Exactly the same message came out. 73. So it did come up in the right way around. So it says the prayer is your opportunity for clarity, peace and wisdom, and connecting not only with the divine but also with the divinity within yourself. Remember, the power of the card is to lift up our messages to the highest light and bring back answers to prayers in a way which we can understand and identify. If you're feeling stuck, now is the time to reach out and up to your masters, teachers, angels and guides for answers. So I feel like if there's something you're unsure about, or you're feeling stuck, you have that feeling stuck energy, reach out, talk to the universe. It sounds a little crazy, but if there's something that, like your spiritual guidance, that literally is, and your imagination, you're not, like, if you're seeing signs and you're speaking to the universe and putting it out there and you're getting signs that are coming through and you're imagining this is a sign because I've asked the universe for a sign, you're not wrong. It's presenting itself, it's guidance from your spirits and guides, whoever is surrounding you. So don't feel silly, nobody else needs to know. But if there's something you're unsure about, put it out there to the universe, ask for a sign. And I do feel like it's going to present itself with an obvious sign that means something to you. But I do feel like there's something to do with something nostalgic. Offers are going to be presented emotionally. You're going to be walking away from something that doesn't align with you anymore. And there's going to be a lot of male guidance of things that are going to become very, very clear. I feel like there's it could be like an authority sort of somebody you're going to be speaking to, an air sign, but very high up in a position that's going to give you some guidance there. I hope that helps. Let me know how it resonates. Yeah, let me know in the comments below how it resonates. Hope you have an amazing July. I do feel like there's so much opportunities going to be offered to you this month, and you're going to get a lot of guidance spiritually, and you're probably going to feel sometimes a little bit freaked out, like how clear it is to start with, but don't, because that is your spirits and guides guiding you on the right path that's for you. So yes, Taurus, I hope that helps. Have an amazing month, and I will see you again next time.